Beneath the wide skin of a milkweed leaf, in the still hush before dawn, a single egg waits. The air is damp with mist, and every thread of light bends across the meadow like liquid gold. The egg, pale, ridged, no larger than a pinhead, rests motionless. Yet within it, the blueprint of flight already stirs. A spider lingers nearby, its eyes glinting beneath a dew-strung web. The meadow wakes around them. Aphids feed, ants patrol the stems, a wasp hums past, and the fragile dome endures all: heat, wind, rain. Days pass measured by the shadows sliding across the leaf's green veins. Inside, life presses outward. The shell tightens, then quivers. Minute ridges split as a larva forces its way through, mandibles scraping against the edge. The egg collapses. The caterpillar wriggles free and clings to the underside of its world. Its first act is to eat the eggshell that sheltered it, a circle completed in a single bite. Morning light swells. The larva braces itself along a milkweed vein and begins to chew. Crescent-shaped holes appear where tissue once glowed. Each bite releases a bead of white latex, a sticky milk that could poison most creatures, but not this one. The monarch caterpillar is born adapted to danger. Its skin, soft now, will soon thicken with warning stripes: yellow, white, and black. As it feeds, toxins from the milkweed accumulate within its body, transforming it into a living warning sign. Predators learn quickly. Beauty here means peril. Days stretch into a rhythm: eat, rest, grow, molt. When the skin tightens, the larva stills. The head shell splits, the body contracts, and the old cuticle peels away. Freed from its husk, it eats even that, reclaiming what nourishment it can. The meadow hums with hidden wars. A wasp shadows overhead. A spider waits at the leaf's edge. Yet the larva keeps feeding, gripping firmly with its prolegs, leaving crescent scars behind. Under moonlight, dew gathers on its banded body. Under sunlight, new segments swell. By the second molt, its colors brighten. Yellow deepens to gold, black grows bold and crisp. It moves with a deliberate wave-like motion, each grip of its legs synchronized like a slow drumbeat. Wind pushes at the leaf, but the caterpillar clings. The will to feed is the will to live. Night after night it continues, undisturbed by the passing of time. Crickets sing, mist slides down stems, and the caterpillar becomes heavier, fuller. Ready for the next change. The third molt comes with quiet stillness, then the fourth. With every shedding, it consumes its past and grows larger, closer to the inevitable transformation. By now, the once delicate creature has become a banded machine of hunger. When the fifth molt nears, the larva stops feeding. Its body, once restless, begins to wander. Across leaves, stems, and air itself, it is searching, compelled by something ancient and precise: the perfect. Spot for rebirth. At last, it finds the underside of a strong leaf. Testing the texture with its legs, it secures a thread of silk. It hooks its hind end to the thread, releasing its grip and hanging upside down in a perfect J. Twilight deepens. The larva hangs motionless, as if asleep. Then the body contracts and a crack runs along the head. The striped skin splits, sliding upward. Beneath it emerges a smooth green form, shimmering, new, wet. The chrysalis hardens, jade green, studded with tiny golden dots that glitter like stars. Inside, the caterpillar dissolves. Enzymes break its body down into a living soup of cells. Out of that chaos, a new design begins. Wings, antennae, compound eyes. What once crawled will soon fly. For nearly 2 weeks, the forest holds its breath. Raindrops trace lines down the jade shell. Sunlight warms its curve, and wind hums softly through nearby grass. To the untrained eye, nothing happens. But inside, transformation is relentless. One morning, the green fades. The chrysalis becomes transparent, revealing the faint geometry of orange and black beneath. The shell trembles once, then splits. The butterfly pushes outward, slow and deliberate. Wet wings unfold like delicate paper fans. It clings to the empty casing, suspended between worlds. Part ghost, part promise. Fluid from its abdomen pumps through the wing veins, stiffening them into shape. For hours, it waits, trembling in light. The air dries the scales, the sun hardens the membrane. Then, a breath of wind passes through the milkweed patch, and the monarch lets go. Its first flight is a flutter, awkward, brief, miraculous. Then another, longer, stronger. It lands upon a purple blossom, tasting nectar for the first time. Sweetness floods its body, fueling life newly earned. Above the meadow, the air shimmers with others like it. Freshly emerged monarchs, orange petals drifting through sunlight. They circle lazily, then scatter with the wind, each guided by an invisible compass pointing south. The monarch's wings catch the morning light, glowing against the green. It rises higher, gliding over the fields, following invisible rivers of air. The journey south has begun. No one taught them the way, yet each butterfly carries within its fragile body the memory of mountains it has never seen, forests scented with pine, and the warmth of Mexico's winter sun. Instinct, encoded in every cell, drives them onward. Storms brew on the horizon. Clouds gather, heavy and gray. The monarch dips low, hiding beneath a trembling leaf as rain lashes the earth. Lightning splits the sky, thunder shakes the trees. But when calm returns, it climbs again, wings glistening with droplets that sparkle like jewels. It crosses rivers, cities, roads invisible from the clouds. Beneath it, the human world stretches, a blur of fields and asphalt and motion. Above, hawks patrol the wind. Yet the butterfly flies on, fragile but unafraid. Days pass in rhythm with the sun. The monarch feeds on wildflowers along its path, gathering energy for the miles ahead. Some companions vanish to storms or hunger, others falter, but most endure, bound together by the same invisible purpose. At dusk, the monarch finds shelter under leaves. Dew forms on its wings, the air cools, and fireflies pulse in the grass below. Each sunrise is a new beginning, each sunset a quiet survival. From Canada's vast plains to the hills of the Midwest, from Texas deserts to the highlands of Mexico, the monarch's migration spans nearly 4,000 kilometers. It is one of the most extraordinary pilgrimages in the animal kingdom. No single butterfly completes the round trip. It takes generations. The one that departs is not the one that returns, yet the pattern endures. As the monarch drifts southward, it meets dangers both ancient and new. Birds learn to avoid its bright colors, nature's warning flag of poison, but other threats remain. Cold snaps, pesticides, and vanishing milkweed threaten its path. Still, the sky fills each year with orange wings, defying loss through persistence. Wind becomes both ally and adversary. Warm updrafts lift the monarch high, letting it glide for miles without effort. But a sudden crosswind can scatter hundreds. Rain drenches wings, frost stiffens motion. Each challenge tests the delicate balance between fragility and endurance. Some find rest in roadside fields, others perish unseen. Yet even in death, they feed the earth that once fed them. The survivors continue, small beating hearts carried by faith in instinct alone. After weeks of flight, the air begins to change. It grows thinner, cooler, scented with pine and altitude. Ahead rise the mountains of central Mexico, the sanctuaries of Michoacan and the Transvolcanic Belt. The monarch slows, guided by temperature, magnetism, and perhaps memory itself. It descends into the Oyamel fir forests. There, trunks and branches shimmer with orange. Millions have gathered, some newly arrived, others waiting since the previous season. The sight is beyond comprehension, a living waterfall of wings. Branches sag under the weight of color. When a breeze passes, it sounds like rain made of whispers. As night falls, the forest glows faintly beneath the moon. Clusters of butterflies press together for warmth, conserving energy for the long months ahead. Each tiny body is both fragile and enduring, part of an immense breathing tapestry. In the morning, sunlight filters through mist, striking the wings with fire. Thousands open in unison, orange flames against green silence. Some lift to feed, fluttering to nearby blossoms. Others remain still, absorbing the gentle warmth. Life, in all its delicate persistence, continues. When days grow longer, the monarchs begin to stir with a different purpose. Mating dances fill the air. Pairs spiral through shafts of light, rise, fall, separate, and return again. The cycle begins anew. Females drift toward patches of milkweed, their instincts guiding them unerringly. Each lands softly upon a leaf, tests it with her feet, and bends to place a single pearl-white egg on its underside. Then she rises, repeating the ritual hundreds of times, each egg a promise of return. Nearby, an older monarch rests, wings tattered but proud. Its journey nears its end, yet the forest around it vibrates with new life. Every generation is both an ending and a beginning. Every death, a seed for what will rise again. The camera rises with the butterfly as it takes one last flight. From the shadowed woods to the open sky, it climbs higher and higher until the forest becomes a green blur beneath it. The light shifts from amber to gold. In that moment, it becomes both memory and motion, alive in every monarch that will ever fly. Time. Folds upon itself in the monarch's story. The egg becomes the caterpillar becomes the chrysalis becomes the butterfly. The butterfly lays an egg, and the cycle turns once more. From the perspective of a single day, it is fragile. From the scale of generations, it is eternal. The monarch's flight is a bridge between mortality and immortality, a living pulse across continents, connecting meadows, rivers, and skies. Each flutter of its wings moves pollen, feeds a predator, inspires a child, or shifts the rhythm of a landscape. It is both insignificant and immense, both a creature and a symbol. The forest quiets again. Wind sighs through the oyamel branches. The orange clusters shimmer, then still. When dawn returns, a few butterflies lift into the air, testing the light. Far to the north, milkweed waits for their descendants. Fields lie bare, ready to host the next beginning. The earth remembers their pattern. The sky awaits their return. Why fly so far? Why risk so much for a journey never completed by one alone? Perhaps because motion is life's oldest prayer. The monarch's migration is not merely survival. It is continuity written in air. In each wingbeat lies the memory of those that came before and the hope of those yet to come. From egg to death, the monarch's existence spans only weeks or months, yet its species traces the same path every year, a living map drawn by instinct older than memory. In their fragile persistence, there is a lesson. Strength does not always roar. Sometimes it flutters. As the sun dips low, the sky over Mexico burns orange. Millions of wings shimmer like falling leaves caught in light. The air hums with soft vibration, the heartbeat of a continent's living thread. Cameras pull back, revealing valleys flooded with movement. Each butterfly, though small, contributes to a vast choreography of existence. The narrator's voice lowers. From egg to flight, from birth to death, the monarch's story is not of endings, but of return. Where life fades, it also begins. Where one journey stops, another takes wing. In every wingbeat lies the memory of a world that endures. The final shot, a single butterfly rising through shafts of light, disappearing into a pale sky. In the distance, new milkweed leaves glisten with tiny pearl-white eggs. The music swells. Strings, wind, a pulse that echoes the rhythm of wings. Fade to white. Silence. Then, the faint sound of air in motion. Endless. Gentle. Alive.